Hello everyone, this is Liz with Crafty Devotion. I'm just here to show you the pink crafty lot. I made it a smaller crafty lot. It's about, can't decide, I can't remember if I was going to do $25 or, no, I think it's $24. That's what I put down. And it has a variety of things. It's kind of like a Destash inventory reduction type of a lot, and I'm trying to do them a little bit smaller than I normally do. So, hello, welcome anyone who wants to see the craft lot that I have put together, and I'm trying to make them all these lots smaller so that people can afford them, and so that they always ship for under a pound. I want everything to ship under a pound in a bag so that it's not expensive to ship. That's one of my goals also. These lots is I try to make them, and I do ship them in bags, but this time I'm almost out of these pink. I use these in my angel, but I just decided to place one, and this is a very light pink. I don't know if you can, I don't know if it comes up white or pink to you, but uh, this is a pink one. And I'm going to try not to make this too long so that people don't have to sit around listening. But at the end, when I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead and show you one of the laces afterwards. I'll talk about it later. But so this is one of the pink ones. This is a $24 lot. It is already in my Etsy shop if you want to order it. And make sure that if you haven't seen the cream and white lot, it's over already in my Etsy shop also. And I have plans to make more, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have time because I think I have an order that I might have to start getting together. So this was a very light pastel pink. It's a bit more pale. And then this one also is a pale pink. It's the thin one. You've seen me use these in my crafts before. And I didn't have them in my shop anymore because I got really low, and so I put some of the last ones. There's only 6 of these lots, and if you want to order it, you go to my Etsy shop. And then this piece right here, this is more of a what is this, pumpkin, what's it, coral, I think that's the name of a coral, more pink. It's a little bit darker, not quite magenta. This one right here that's extremely beaded. This is a combination of a coral and magenta. It's gorgeous. And I carry this one in my shop. But you can actually just easily make a necklace with this, just like that, or make it the star of one of your pieces. And then I have, let's see, I did put one white one. I put one like this because I felt like I had enough, and I thought white's fine with pink. Just one white one. And this one right here is more of a peach pink, and it is a applique. It feels like a fabric backing. So usually when you're going to use something like this, you may want to fussy cut around it, and then when you put it on something, you want to put it on something that's the same color as the mesh. So you would want to put it maybe over white. And you can see how it just totally disappears when you put it over white, the mesh. If you want to leave some of the mesh, you can, because you can easily decorate around the piece. So this one's just gorgeous, beautiful, nice size. And then I gave you a piece of this, and it's just a square, or no, it's a rectangle actually. And you can see those beautiful flowers on there that are embroidered. Well, I'll take those flowers and I fussy cut them out, and I can use them just like a rococo to embellish a little spot that I might want to embellish on one of my projects. You can see that. So there's 3 rows that I put in that with 2 flowers in each row. And then those are the more of the appliques. And then this next section here, these are half yard of these pieces. About half yard. It could be, 15 to 18 inches or maybe more. So this piece, it's a cotton. It's a beautiful green color. You might hear in the background my family because it is Sunday and we've come back from church. And then I do carry this in my shop, and I've used this for many projects. and it is beautiful. You can use it to design something, or again, I like to cut out the flowers and also use them to highlight things. So I gave you a half yard of this. I do have this in my shop. I think I have about, I don't know, 8 yards or something in there right now. If you want this, because this is so easy to use to make something beautiful and pink. The next thing is another piece. This is a half yard, and it's just a wide sheer lace. This type, I give you a half yard because I know that with a half yard, you can make a flower with a half yard. You can, I just didn't have, I'm giving you like things that I have, and I'm saying, okay, well, I'm not going to use this right away. I can do that. So you can see that you can ruffle that up and it'll become a half flower or a flower or a decoration, or you can gather it to make it ruffled. That's a half yard of that. And then I threw in this little light soft. This is a soft. I like to use this type when I make the skirts of my little small mini dresses, that miniature dresses that I make, the ornaments decor. I like to use this type of stuff in the bottom for the slips. And then I have a couple of others. This piece right here, these are also half a yard. This one right here has like sequin in it. You can just use it to embellish something. This one I like because I'm a little, if you notice, I like to do detail work, and sometimes using something like this, you can just cut out the pieces, and I like to put it details around. What you hear in the background is actually my son is sewing. He decided he wanted to make himself a bag. He started sewing on his own. And then my 5-year-old also. So, and then this feels like, it has like a cotton feel to it, but it's like a scallop. Sometimes I just have a little bit. I've used them in projects, and I've never put them in my shop, and then I just show them to you. These pieces here, these are 1 yard of these, and this one is a sheer soft lace. It has a little bit of a sparkle to it. You can see how soft it is. And I do like these. I use them for different things. It can be used for a flower also. If you wish, you can gather it and make a flower, or you can ruffle it up for one of your projects. I'm not gathering that very well, am I? There you go. So there's that one. There's 1 yard of this soft. And then I have 1 yard of this one here. It's just an inexpensive type of a lace. Sometimes I use that. Sometimes I use things like that for fillers. So say I'm going to make a tassel, I might use these types of things for that. And then here's another one that's a thin pink one. It's a light lace. None of these are heavy laces. And this is just a glittery piece of, this one's actually vintage. I had a vintage roll of this, and I'm down to the last of it. So I said, okay, well, it's going. And this is seam binding in pink. So a couple of the lots have a slightly darker color of the pink than this light pastel-y pink. And then this is just, I carry this in my shop. I have a little bit left, and this part of the roll looked a little bit pink, so I went ahead and put it in. And then I have, buried down here is another light lace. I use these type in my little miniature doll making. So this one right here would be really easy to make a tutu on a small doll or something like that. But hold on for a second. Honey, I'm recording. Can you please pause that? That's my 5-year-old walking in. And this one right here is, okay. This one right here is a, it's an organza. Oh, hi, Laurel. I'm not even looking to see if anybody's replying, but hello, welcome. I'm Liz from Crafty Devotion. This one right here is, it is a yard. Wait, yeah, I know one of these I put 2 yards. I think it was this little small one I put 2 yards. I'm not sure. One of them has 2 yards. But this one also is really cute. It can be used for so many cute things. It can become a little tutu for a little doll if you like to decorate dolls. In fact, I have a little doll I probably should just throw one in. And then I want to show you at the end, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to show you how to make a flower with it. Very simple, easy flower with this little cute lace. Remind me. Somebody remind me. Anyway, so those are all the little small laces. You could say it's a $25 lot because it has cool things in it, but it's not like a whole lot of, you know, really. And then I threw in some flowers in here. Actually, one of the things I threw in here, this is a lace headband for a baby. So this could inspire you to make a little cute headband. I mean, you can use one of the flowers that's here, just say like this one, and you can attach it to it, and it can be a cute little headband for a baby. Okay, let me tilt this a little bit so I could see you guys. Somebody comment so I could see what everybody said. I missed it. So here I have, this is the flowers and little small pieces that's left. And I'll show you some of that. I just had a little bit of this left, and I use these types of things in small things. So if you do scrapbooking, you do any type of craft, it's nice to be able to get pieces of things that you can use to design with, or you like to do a fabric book. You just need a piece. Well, there's a piece for you of this lace, and then here's the headband, which is a stretchy headband. It's lace, and you can use that for your designs. This, I just tossed in a set of white of these roses. I don't have these in my shop anymore. They were selling, but not selling, you know, that much. But I destashed them quite a while ago, and I still had some white ones. So you got some white ones. And then I have, this is just a piece of a fabric, which you can use to, this is more rose colored than light pink. And I have different colors of, oh, look, I missed this one. This was also a half yard. Let me show you. This one is a half yard. I have this in my shop. I have a little bit left if you like this, but it's great for adding like just that special, you know, glitz to something. Half yard of that. Put it over on that side with the other half yard stuff. And I just have a piece of this. I don't think this is even a half yard, but it's the little, oops, little roses. You see that? So these are all in the lot, $24, I think, plus shipping, of course. And I took these out of my stock. I'm not going to replenish these ones. These sold, but they didn't sell very well, but they are sure gorgeous. And I think if I'm going to keep some flowers in my shop, but I think I'm going to keep the miniature little roses and the velvet ones that I was buying, because those ones get picked up by all kinds of people. And I'll just I have a few left in there, but I'm waiting for it to go down, and then I'll reorder. There you go. There's 3 of these of the flowers. I put some flowers, so these right here are these are vintage stock, and you'll see like the little leaves right here when you pull them out. This will open up to make a beautiful branch, and you can take them off one at a line, and they have wires, so they're like the pip berries, but it's vintage, so you might see some little discolorations. One of the things I did when I was going to keep it like on my fabric, I went and spray painted it with a clear spray just to make sure that because it is vintage. And when I have them in my shop, I have like 12 of these branches in the lot, and each branch has, I don't know, about 10 or 12 in there, and they have the cute little, that vintage leaf almost looks leather. It's not leather, it's probably a pleather, but it's vintage. So I gave you 2 branches of that. And then I gave you one of these beautiful butterflies. I've had these butterflies for a while, and I use them sometimes in my designs, and I had them in my shop for a while, but I decided to put them in the Destash. There's one flower, and this one has a pin on the back. You could use it like that. It is kind of loose, so you might want to reinforce it, but I also separate them. I've separated them before, and I use them separately at times. And then they also have the little beaded antenna on them. You see, they're really cute. And there's a beaded belly. And there's little beads along here. You can see the little seed beads. So it's a beautiful little piece. And let's see, I gave you 3 of these. And this one, I do have these in my shop. And they're just I think they're 8 for, I don't know how much, but there's 8 at a, you purchase 8 pieces at a time, and they're in my shop, and they're great for just fillers or putting something in on them. That's what that is. I put in a couple of shabby flowers because I do have a few shabby flowers, and I didn't want to list them in my shop, so I just put them in the lots. People use these a lot. This one would look cute next to a pink for that headband. And I put in a couple of little doilies I found that were pink, so I'm trying to give you guys pink things. And they're different colors of pink. See that? And then these are all the littles. I'll put them all in my hand and bring them up. Okay, so this is a trim, and I put 4, 2 pink and 2 white. It's embroidered. Oh, that was upside down, an embroidery trim. And a couple of little tiny things like this. I think there's 2 of them. Look, it's all nice and curled to make it look real. A couple of butterflies. I think in this lot I actually put like one of these that are a little bit more almost lavender, but I think most of the lots have 2 pink. I don't know, I just must have not noticed when I put it in that lot. Just some little bits of roses. Just so this, I would call this my miniature lot because I have a lot of little things that you can use to embellish. I'm just trying to get things out and give you guys things you can craft with for the holidays. And I am putting them in a bag, and they'll be shipped in a bag, and so they should go first class. So they're in my shop. After I weigh it, I'm going to go and adjust the weight of the shipping because I haven't weighed these yet in a bag, so I can. So this is up on in my Etsy shop, and after this loads, I will try and put a link to it. There's only 6 of these. There's 6 of these. So this is Liz with Crafty Devotion, and I'm still planning to do a lavender and a champagne if I have time, because if I get a custom order, then I may not do them and I'll move on. That's how I have to work when there's one person who handles the show. So this is Liz with Crafty Devotion. I'm trying to come on more often to show you some of the things that I have. I did have one other, oh, I forgot I was going to show you the flower. Okay, while I'm talking, I'll show you the flower. So this is the little bits of lace. Let me move this out of the way. That way you can see the black background. Yep, and the dusts. It's really cute. And you can just, all you do is just like you would when people show you how to make a circle and you put it on top. You can go this way and glue like this and just keep on layering. But I like to do it like this. I make little buds. And all you do is you just roll it. I usually do a fold and I glue right there. It's kind of like a big hole. You can see it'll be a hole. Then I just roll a little bit. It's such an easy little flower that you can make with this type of a lace. Now, you guys comment below and you tell me if you want me to carry something like this so that you can make your own little flowers in my shop. I might purchase more. I actually purchased a few as a samples and to see what they were, see how I would use them. And I ended up making flowers and I used them in one of my projects. And the more you add, the bigger your flower becomes as you keep on adding. And so what you would do is you would be gluing a little bit along here. It's really easy for you to do this with fabric tack. Just add some fabric tack there and go. Because the fabric tack is not hot. So you can use the hot glue, but fabric tack works really well for things like this because it actually dries pretty fast. But you can see how this will easily become a beautiful flower. Easy for you to use, and you can even put a wire in there so that you can, use it with wire. So I think I don't know if I put 1 yard. I think there's 1 yard of this in the lot. Just beautiful. I love this. It's so delicate and you can use it for that. Now, okay, I don't want to stay too long on here, but to order these, there's only 6. They're already in my Etsy shop. You can go over, just go to Etsy and look for Crafty Devotion shop, and you should be able to find me or find the links in my Facebook page. But that's it. I just wanted to show you this, and I'm trying to come on and just show you, because I know that people are getting ready for the holidays and they want to make cute things. And this would be good for you to have a variety of different things in your, you know, arsenal to design with, whether you're scrapbooking, journals, or fabric books, whatever you use for, but little things. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time, because this has got already 20 minutes. Oh, bye. Goodbye.